Life is not meant to be lived in a stagnant space. It is meant to evolve, to stretch, and to bloom in ways we never imagined. We are not created to remain the same. We are created to grow, and growth is not just about age or years passing by. It is about becoming wiser, stronger, and more resilient every single day. Growth is not accidental. It is intentional. And when you choose growth, you choose to step into a version of yourself that is limitless, powerful, and unstoppable. Today, I want to share with you 5 simple steps that can lead you to unstoppable self-growth. These steps are not complicated, but they demand courage, consistency, and commitment. Number 1, embrace discomfort. Discomfort is the birthplace of growth. Yet, most of us spend our lives running from it. We avoid the conversations that scare us, we refuse the opportunities that intimidate us, and we hide from the risks that challenge us. But what we don't realize is that every time we run from discomfort, we are running away from our own greatness. The moments that make you uncomfortable are not there to destroy you. They are there to rebuild you. They are designed to break the shell of fear so that the seed of your potential can finally breathe. Imagine a seed buried in the darkness of the soil. For it to grow, it must crack open, endure the weight of the earth above, and push through resistance to see the light. That cracking, that pressure, that fight, it is discomfort. Without it, the seed would never grow into a tree. Without it, it would remain hidden and forgotten. The same is true for you. Without discomfort, you will never push through the soil of limitations that surround you. Comfort feels safe, but it also keeps you small. It whispers, stay where you are, don't risk, don't try. But growth demands that you take the first trembling step out of that zone. It demands that you walk into the unknown, where fear exists, but so does transformation. Discomfort is not the end. It is the bridge that leads you to strength. The truth is, discomfort will not feel good. It will make you question yourself, doubt your path, and sometimes even break down in tears. But if you endure, if you keep walking despite the trembling, you will one day look back and realize that discomfort was your greatest ally. It was shaping you when nothing else could. Every success story you admire was born out of discomfort. The people who inspire you did not achieve greatness by sitting in comfort. They embraced the storms, they faced the criticism, they endured the failures. And in those moments of pain, they found their power. So when life pushes you into uncomfortable spaces, don't resist. Don't pray for an easy life. Pray for the strength to walk through discomfort, because it is in that space where your true self will be revealed. Discomfort is the test, but growth is the reward. And remember, the life you dream of is waiting for you, but only on the other side of discomfort. Number 2, learn relentlessly. Learning is not something that ends with school or with a degree. It is something that must continue for as long as you breathe. The moment you stop learning, you stop growing, and the moment you stop growing, you start dying inside. Knowledge is not just information, it is transformation. Every lesson you learn adds a new layer to your strength, a new tool to your arsenal, a new spark to your fire. The world around you is a vast classroom, but most people walk through it with closed eyes. They wait for teachers, for institutions, for formal settings, forgetting that life itself is the greatest teacher. The setbacks you face, the failures you endure, the relationships you build, all of them carry lessons. The problem is not that lessons are missing. The problem is that we are not listening. To learn relentlessly, you must approach life with curiosity. Ask questions. Read books that challenge your thinking. Have conversations with people who see the world differently. Watch the patterns of your own mistakes. Be humble enough to admit that you do not know everything. Because humility is the foundation of learning, and pride is its biggest enemy. The more you learn, the more you expand. You begin to see opportunities where once you saw dead ends. You begin to turn failures into feedback. You begin to recognize that nothing is wasted, not even the most painful experiences, because every single moment holds wisdom, if only you are willing to find it. When you stop learning, you become rigid. And anything rigid eventually breaks. But when you keep learning, you become flexible, adaptable, and unstoppable. Life cannot break you because you are always growing, always evolving, always transforming into something stronger than before. Relentless learning is not about knowing everything, it is about never losing the hunger to know more. It is about showing up every day with a student's heart, open to receiving wisdom from every corner of life. When you carry that hunger, no obstacle can hold you back because you know that every obstacle is just another lesson disguised. So choose to be a lifelong learner. Because the more you learn, the more you grow, and the more you grow, the more unstoppable you become. Number 3, surround yourself with growth-minded people. You cannot plant yourself in toxic soil and expect to bloom. The environment you choose, the people you surround yourself with, will either nourish your growth or destroy it. Self-growth is not only about what you do alone. It is also about the energy you absorb from those around you. That is why it is so important to choose your circle wisely. People are mirrors. If you surround yourself with those who constantly doubt you, criticize you, and belittle your dreams, you will begin to see yourself through their distorted reflection. But if you surround yourself with people who believe in you, who encourage you, who challenge you to rise higher, you will begin to see yourself through the lens of possibility. The right people push you forward when you want to give up. They remind you of your strength when you feel weak. They celebrate your victories, but more importantly, they stand by you in your defeats. They don't just walk with you, they lift you when you cannot stand. That is the power of being surrounded by growth-minded people. But to welcome the right people, you must first release the wrong ones. Letting go of toxic relationships is not cruelty, it is courage. It is choosing yourself, your peace, and your growth over the chains of negativity. Sometimes the most loving thing you can do for yourself is to walk away from those who keep pulling you down. When you build an environment of support, encouragement, and growth, you begin to thrive. Ideas flow, confidence grows, dreams feel possible again. Energy is contagious, and when the energy around you is positive, it becomes impossible not to rise with it. The people you walk with matter. Walk with those who see greatness in you even when you are blind to it. Walk with those who will not let you settle for less than your best. Walk with those who water your roots instead of draining your strength. Because no one grows alone. Growth is a journey, but the right company can make that journey lighter, brighter, and unstoppable. Number 4, practice consistency over perfection. Perfection is an illusion that keeps you paralyzed. It whispers, you are not ready, you are not enough, wait until it's perfect. But growth is never about perfection. It is about consistency. It is about showing up every single day, even when it feels small, even when it feels unnoticed, even when it feels hard. Consistency is powerful because it compounds. The small actions you take daily may seem insignificant in the moment, but over time, they build habits, and habits shape your destiny. Just like drops of water carved through stone, your daily steps carve through the barriers that hold you back. The pursuit of perfection kills dreams before they even begin. People wait for the perfect time, the perfect plan, the perfect opportunity, and in waiting, they waste years of their lives. But consistency teaches you to start with what you have, where you are, and to trust that progress will come. Growth rewards the consistent, not the perfect. When you practice consistency, you build discipline. And discipline is the bridge between goals and achievements. You don't need to take massive leaps every day. You just need to keep moving forward, even if it's only an inch at a time. Because small progress is still progress, and over time, it transforms you. Consistency requires patience. It asks you to trust the process even when you cannot see the results yet. It asks you to keep showing up even when no one claps for you, even when no one notices. But one day, the results will be undeniable, and the consistency that felt invisible will suddenly shine bright. The truth is, consistency is not glamorous. It is not loud or flashy, but it is powerful. It builds momentum. It builds strength. it builds character, and it makes your growth unstoppable because it ensures that no matter what happens, you are always moving forward. So stop chasing perfection and start practicing consistency because perfection impresses, but consistency transforms. Number 5, believe in your becoming. The final and most important step to unstoppable growth is belief. Belief in yourself, belief in your journey, and belief in your becoming. Without belief, every action feels heavy, every failure feels final, and every challenge feels impossible. But with belief, even the darkest nights carry hope, and even the toughest battles carry purpose. Belief is not about ignoring reality, it is about seeing beyond it. It is about trusting that the struggles you face today are shaping the strength you will need tomorrow. It is about knowing that even when you cannot see the path ahead, there is still a reason to keep walking. The world may not believe in you. People may laugh at your dreams, doubt your abilities, and question your worth. But if you believe in yourself, their doubts lose all power. Your belief becomes your shield against negativity, your fuel when you are tired, and your compass when you are lost. When you believe in your becoming, you stop measuring yourself only by where you are now. You begin to see yourself in terms of where you are going, who you are becoming, and what you are capable of. You stop asking, "Am I enough?" and start declaring, "I am becoming more every single day." Belief creates resilience. It makes you rise after every fall. It makes you see failure not as the end, but as part of the process. It gives you the courage to take risks, the strength to endure pain, and the hope to keep moving forward when everything inside you wants to quit. Without belief, your growth will always be limited. You will stop at the first obstacle, you will doubt every step, and you will live smaller than you were meant to. But with belief, no obstacle is too big, no failure is too final, and no dream is too far. Believe in your becoming because once you truly do, there is nothing, absolutely nothing that can stop your growth. In the end, growth is not a destination. It is a journey that never ends. It is the constant unfolding of who you are meant to be, the daily choice to rise above comfort, to learn with humility, to surround yourself with strength, to stay consistent when the world tempts you to quit, and to believe in your becoming even when the evidence is not yet visible. The steps may look simple, but they require courage. And courage is what transforms an ordinary life into an extraordinary story. When you embrace these steps, you begin to see that nothing can hold you back, not failure, not fear, not doubt, because you are not standing still, you are growing, and that growth makes you unstoppable. So when you walk away from this moment, remember this truth. Unstoppable self-growth is not reserved for the special few. It is possible for anyone who dares to choose it. It is not about what you already have, but about what you are willing to build within yourself. You hold the power to rise, to evolve, and to create a life that reflects the strength of your journey. The storms will come, the nights will get dark, but if you keep growing, you will never remain the same. And that, my friends, is the essence of an unstoppable life, a life that refuses to stay still, a life that keeps blooming, and a life that leaves behind a legacy of strength, courage, and unshakable growth.